Sorry, we got cut off there again. I was talking about hooker headers and side pipes. They have a habit of jarring loose. The bolts unscrew themselves and fall out. So if you're buying a car with hooker headers and side pipes, or you're selling one, make sure they're hooked up properly. Non-original engines and transmissions and rear ends and stuff like that. Folks, if you're going to buy a Vette with a non-original motor, make sure it's a better motor. If the original 350 in your 1976 potential Stingray is gone, make sure that the one in there is better, a 383 or a 454, or better yet, a 502. Hey, this is America, bigger is better. So just make sure it's a better one that's being replaced. And then, you know, in my opinion, that's not a problem. Non-stock wheels. Folks, do they fit? They look terrific. You're totally in love with them. They look awesome. They're fantastic. Do they actually fit properly into the car? Now, you can pull up and take a look and be like, okay, they seem to sit in there well. Get in that thing and drive it and make sure they don't rub. When you're driving, make sure you turn the wheel all the way to the left and the right to make sure that they don't lock up in there. Sometimes they look terrific and they look like they fit, but in reality they don't actually fit. So make sure if you're buying a car with non-stock wheels that they fit in there properly. Spoilers and high-rise hoods. Again, do they fit properly? I pull up to buy a Vette and it's got a high-rise hood on there. It looks awesome and I'm totally in love with it. I'm like, damn, that looks awesome. Then you take a closer look and it doesn't line up. Spoilers look cool. Everyone likes a spoiler. Look at that cool spoiler on this thing. Obviously it was done from the factory, so it sits on there perfect. If you're getting a Vette with an aftermarket spoiler on there, make sure it fits properly. People, if you're selling a Vette with an aftermarket spoiler, make sure that puppy is on there properly. Non-original paint. Listen, folks, just an opinion, I steer clear of cars without the original paint. If I'm buying a Millennium Edition Z06 or a 1970 Donnybrook Green or a 2004 Z06, I want the proper color. Again, this is just my opinion. If you pull up and that original Donnybrook Green Corvette is now Sunfire Yellow and that just totally makes you happy, then don't worry about it. But I'm telling you right now, and I mentioned this when I was talking about the C3 last time, make sure it's got the original paint. Aftermarket suspensions, that 69 Vette that I had an aftermarket suspension, coilovers in the front, a special plastic leaf spring in the back. It looked absolutely awesome. I love the way it looked. Let me tell you something though, folks. Driving down the road, if you ran over a nickel in the road, that thing would bottom out. So my advice to you is if you're buying a vehicle with an aftermarket suspension, make sure the car runs and drives properly. Aftermarket stereos, another thing. Information centers. Do they fit in there properly? Nothing is goofier than sitting in a car that you want to buy and there's this gaudy, garish looking stereo system in there that doesn't fit properly. And information center, yes, they're awesome, they got all kinds of cool stuff on there. Does it fit? Did the owner cut all kinds of speakers in there? Because if he did, that devalues the car. It doesn't make it more valuable. So take that into consideration. And not only that, but does the battery that's in the vehicle have enough juice to actually power that awesome, monstrous stereo system that your neighbors can hear you blasting Metallica from down the road? You know, another thing that I wanted to talk about, folks, was wheels with too many spokes. Okay, this is going to sound like I'm just a lazy son of a gun, but I will tell you right now, and I talked about cleaners in one of my other videos, you could spray tons of cleaner on here. Eventually, you're still going to have to get down on your hands and knees and clean these things. It's got 10 spokes. It really has 20 spokes because you got to clean this side and you got to clean that side. Let me tell you something. Nothing's worse than spending an hour cleaning your wheel. So do yourself a favor. Try not to get wheels with 20, 30, 40, 50 spokes. It's just a pain in the ass. Folks, here is something that I wanted to talk about as well. I wanted to finish on this note. The C8 mid-engine Corvette is absolutely phenomenal. All the press about this thing is nothing but raves, and I'll tell you something, I want one too. I absolutely love it. But here's the thing. To get into a C8 mid-engine Corvette, GM and Chevrolet made them so inexpensive. Granted, this is the base model, but for less than 60 grand, you could get yourself into a brand new C8 mid-engine Corvette. That is fantastic. They wanted it to be an attainable goal. That's what Corvette was supposed to be all along. Here's the problem with that. What if you have a high-end C7 or a high-end C6 that's actually worth more than the price of a brand new C8 mid-engine Corvette? Folks, that's a problem. If I was sitting on a C7 ZR1 or Z06, that's probably worth over 100 grand, and now the entry level mid-engine Corvette is 55 grand, I'd be a little unhappy. But here's the good news. Sitting in your garage with 0 miles on it is a brand spanking new C7 Z06. Now's your time to drive that thing, folks, because the entry-level C8 mid-engine Corvette is so ridiculously inexpensive that you could buy 2 of those for the price of a C7 ZR1 or Z06. So you might as well just drive the balls off that thing and enjoy it. Folks, hopefully this gave you some information that's useful. Enjoy your plastic fantastic. Get it out. The weather's great here in Massachusetts. Hopefully wherever you're watching this from, the weather is good and you're driving your Corvette. And I tell you, if you're getting a C8 mid-engine Corvette, congratulations. It's a beautiful piece of work. Thank you, folks. Have a good day.